going, man?
Yeah, it's getting there. Just doing a bit of car mechanic sim, so still doing the iRacing. At the moment we're doing the Arca Truck series. So if I think there's a panel in mine that leads to Gamma Vote, but it's got like a photo of the truck that I'm racing. I've probably got some better photos of it somewhere. Hold on, someone find them. So there's the old truck that I was running for the start of the season, and then we went to the new one with the
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
yeah, a friend of ours painted that for me, and we just added some stuff to it just to try and make it a bit better on the edges of it and everything. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was in love with it for like the first week, and then sort of fell out of love with it and went, all right, what else can we really do? So I'm just trying to find the old photos of the new truck. So this is like the new scheme for now. There is another one being painted up to the like all the finals and everything, but that's what we got at the moment. So this
That's
is
pretty
one that I
nice.
threw together. Yeah, I mean it's even got the hog emote down the bottom. That's the face everyone sees whenever I go anywhere. But you know, you got like my grandmother's name, who sadly isn't with us anymore. That's why she's on the back there. So then you got the Defense Force on the front. So
sorry
it's
for
been a
the
fun
loss.
series. It's been a weird season because I missed out on being in the chase finals, and then it just sort of died down from there. You know, like last week we came third out of the whole race. I'm still not in the chase, so that's sort of the downside to it.
What day inspired you to stream, man?
I mean, I started streaming before Twitch was a thing, so like Twitch got and then I'm going back like before like 2013, 2014. Yeah, so Ustream was the platform that I started out on.
Yeah.
And back then, you didn't really have face cams or anything. You were just pretty much desktop sharing, and the only thing OBS would let you do back then was just desktop sharing and microphone and audio. So that was it. So there was no like scene collections or no alerts or anything. So if someone followed your channel, you didn't know until afterwards, or if they said, "Hey, I just chucked you a follow."
Yeah.
And back then it was just mostly me working as a musician because, you know, I was about 14, 15 back then, and I was working with a record label in my local town there, and, you know, just like mastering and mixing songs and all that. And then when Corona started in 2020, I thought, you know what, I might give this Twitch a go. Yeah, just, you know, play some games, because I was playing Assetto Corsa a lot, and a lot of guys like, you should stream it, you know, like Jimmy Broadbent's doing it, like, why don't you? I went, yeah, screw it, I will. And it all just took off from there. Like, everyone said, oh, you should try this game. Yep, no problem. And then I met people like Dowderos and Flame and Scott, and they're like, oh, dude, you know, check out Scum, check out Minecraft, and do this, do that.
Yeah.
And it just sort of grew from there. Like, I think the inspiration for me streaming was just me getting bored one night and going, you know what, let's just see what people think and go from there. And, well, now they've created a monster, I think. I remember my very first stream on Ustream, there was a guy in there, his name was, I think it was either Zydex or Zadex. And I remember, like, this is like before where you could get away with like trolls and shit. And he literally came into my chat and he's like, oh, dude, by the way, I'm hacking your network. Oh, by the way, dude, I'm doing this. Oh, by the way, dude, I'm doing that. And I didn't believe him at first. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you do you. I'll just ban you out of the chat, etc.
Yeah.
A week later, I found out he actually did get onto my firewall. I'm like, ooh,
Damn.
okay. So now I know to have firewalls galore and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. How do you got your name?
There was a lot of us in a group chat one night, and my old username used to be Officer Max, which was because I was doing a lot of armor roleplay.
Yeah.
And everyone kept calling me Maximus because it just sort of worked out. And when I went to go sign up to, I think it was, I can't remember the name of it, but I put MAXIMUS,
Yeah.
and it didn't work. So I went, you know what, I'll just change the S to a 5, whatever, that'll work. And the PRD actually came from my old business name. So
Damn.
I used to be known as Maximu Productions. So I did a lot of like mixing for, you know, like higher end labels in Australia, like Sony and stuff like that. So they'd send me the loop cuts and I'd do all that. And I just thought, well, you know, that sounds like an awesome gamer tag, so let's do that. And yeah, that sort of worked, I think. I don't know. I've been tempted to go back to Bear Gaming or something, but a lot of people have been saying, just like leave Maximus as it is.
Yeah, it's a really nice name.
I mean, I love the first amateur though. Like, as soon as I saw your name for the first time, I was like, holy crap, this guy is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I think when I first started, I was pretty nervous, and I didn't really want to be on cam, and then I started doing so there was an after school program that I used to go to, which was called after school dramatization. And we used to do a lot of, you know, like improv plays and stuff like that. And I think that sort of went into, I think that just sort of got me into like, you know, maybe I shouldn't be as nervous as what I should be. And I think my first stream on Twitch I ever did, I had like this, I had this mask, but I can't remember what it was. But then I realized that no one could hear me when I was talking under the mask. Damn. So it just sounded really muffled. So I just ditched that and went, screw it, I'll just do that. But I think nowadays I'm more of a, okay, let's just play this, see how we go. Because back when Twitch started becoming popular again, I think a lot of guys are like, I need to stay in this level, I need to stay on this game, I need to play this game repeatedly and all that. And I was just like, that was me probably 12 months ago. Yeah. And nowadays I'm like, you know what? There's a new patch of Faz, why don't we try that? Hey, Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 got gifted to me. Why don't I try that? Oh, there's the new like Zone of Enders. It's an old game that I played when I was like 8 years old. Let's go down nostalgia lane.
Yeah.
Portal 2. I played the online game because an ex-girlfriend bought that for me when I was like 14, so that her and I could play together. And then I went, you know, I've never played the single player. I've had it on my Steam library for ages, but I've never played the single player. Why don't I finally explore that? And I got to nearly the end. I can't remember how far in I got, but I think I got frustrated at one bit and went, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna, you know, like, not worry about it and stop playing. So, but I think it's been a weird sort of 12 months because I'm at that point where I've got games to play and I can, you know, like I'm comfortable enough where I don't need to buy any more. But at the same time, I'm seeing all these new games come out, like the new I think it's Car Mechanic Sim 21 that's coming out that I'm sort of keeping my eye out on, or the new DLC for Elite Dangerous, which is I think they call it Odyssey. I think it was either Branch or Enlar that was telling me about it. With the Odyssey update where you actually go out of your ship and actually shoot stuff on the planets on it, but it's like $58. So I'm like, do I? Don't I? And then there's my little hidden passion of Arma Free that I play offline. I think everyone agrees that that's my little game that I will never stream. One day I might stream it, but at the same time I might not. So we'll see how we go. Like I've played like 20. I think I'm up to like 38 hours in it now, and I'm enjoying it. Is it 38 or is it 38? What am I up to now on it? Because I remember I did a run through on it when I was really drunk one night and managed to finish the game. Yeah. So everything was like unlocked at the start of it, but now it's like, okay, I can do the rest of it like sober. But there is a VR mode in it which I wanna try out at some point, but I gotta work out how to get that to work because I tried to get it to work on the fly during that night, but it didn't work. So I'm just gonna sit down and try and work it out. Apparently it's like a cockpit view of everything, and suppose you gotta have POTUS sticks or something or other. I gotta work out how to do it.
How did it shape you, like overall?
I'll be honest, just interacting with people sort of, I think, shaped it. There's not a day where I don't go into a Twitch chat these days. I used to go into a lot of like, I went into a stream chat this morning, girl that I know called Ending Tag, and as soon as I walked in there, everyone's like, oh my god, Maximus is here, and I'm like, oh god, really? Really? I'm not here. Like, no, just no. I'm here to watch, not to, like, do anything else. But I think, like, just the interaction level that goes into chats with just everyone, even off stream, like, I try and sit in my channel, like, the rejects probably once every week or, once a month. I am starting to slowly sort of move back in there. It's just, unfortunately, I've had so many things like go wrong with everything else that every time I've got in there, like, someone's rung me and said, hey, can you come do this? Yeah. But I think shaping of it all, I reckon, like, the more interaction I have with people like you and stream, and I try and message you off stream and all that, but I keep forgetting, and I'm sorry.
Alright.
I promise. I'm not ignoring you.
Oh, sorry.
I literally have, at the moment, I have 75 DMs, and most of them are just about like, hey, do you want to play this? Hey, do you want to do that? And I try and cater for everyone on that, but it gets overwhelming. But I think the shaping of it all should be around, like what your community wants and how you can cater to it. I reckon. So like, I noticed for your community, you love to like just talk shit with them, and like if there's a funny joke to be said, it's hilarious. And don't get me wrong, you like nerfing someone with a freaking propane tank on Far Cry 5, that was hilarious. If they come into my chat regularly and they're like, we have our own little inside joke. Like, Vet's little inside joke is to come into my chat and do the exclamation mark scream 1. And that's his way of saying, hey, I'm here. Whether or not I'm racing at the time in a very competitive way and I forget to turn it off and nearly hit a wall is a different story. But it's little stuff like that. And I think what I've taken from your streams that I've added into mine is just the amount of interaction you have, and also some of the jokes you have towards like the propane tanks and stuff like that in Far Cry. I think that was just hilarious. That's why I love coming into your chats, because there's always something going on that is just fun and hilarious. Yeah. If you think about it, like, you got like people that come in just for like the repetitive stuff, like, oh, he's gonna play COD today. All right. We're going to watch him, like, shoot stuff in, like, 2 seconds. Whereas nowadays, it's, okay, I want to do this. I want to see him, like, make a joke about pretzels somehow and all that. Like, it's all down to how you react to what the community wants. And half the time, I'm just a smart ass. Like, just ask Vet how much I'm a smart ass. There's a lot that goes on in some of the, even some of the old off stuff.
So what type of people you meet in stream?
Well, people like that. I can't remember how you and I met. I think it was either Casher Baby stream or Branch's stream. Oh, that's right, yeah. And you were asking about how to set up a Discord server or something, and I just went, hey, I'll give you a hand. I think I got like half of it done. And you went, oh yeah, sweet, we got it sorted. And I'm like, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
So I think that explains why you were in the moderators folder and not like the streamers folder.
Yeah.
Because I'm maxed out on all my Discords. Like, like there's a 100 server limit.
What do you look forward to on your Twitch page?
I look forward to just going live. Like, don't get me wrong, like, a lot of people say that going live can be like the worst feeling known to man, but I love it. I just love hitting that go live button, because I know that every stream that I do is going to be a fun one. Like, whether or not it's, like, going to be fun or not is the next question, but just having fun. Well, we are going to be doing a lot more with iRacing. I got invited to the official V8 Supercars League. Whether or not I'm allowed to, for real. But whether or not I'm allowed to stream it is the next question, because I think they're under contract with some of the other motorsports creators. There will be a lot more NSRP type races though for National Sport Roleplay. Essaons, we're going to be doing the Cup Series. I think it's either going to be in mid-July, start of August. Yeah. So we're moving from the trucks to the cup cars. I'm looking at doing more on the, just more on Scum, because, I've got the Scum server and all, and sort of start playing around with the server a bit more. Conan Exiles is another game that I got gifted that I've played like 2 minutes on. And there's going to be like a lot more with Phas as well. Like Phasmophobia is going to be a bit more with the whole game. So there's a lot that's going to happen in the future. It's just whether or not it comes back to... Actually, that was one thing I was going to ask you. See, I got you. See, you've interviewed me. Why don't you come onto the Couch Show with me one day? So I used to do a podcast that I've been trying to bring back called The Couch Show. Oh. And every time I've tried to bring it back, I've gone like 2 episodes, and then all this stuff, the recording gear sort of dies, or the episodes don't get uploaded. So do you want to be part of it? It's basically just shit talking. Like, we pretty much... I try and jump in there and just pretty much we just shit talk about what's happened in the world, or, what's going on in streams and stuff like that, like Twitch news and shit like that. So it's sort of fun stuff. Yeah. We can organise something.
And then advice for modern streamers?
The first time you go live, don't think of it as like as a stream. Just think about it as you're talking to yourself and being yourself, sort of thing. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't get banned within like the first 2 minutes like other friends have. I actually had a friend of mine, he went on, and I don't know what he said, but he got banned within like 2 minutes. I'm like, really? Like, really? Yeah. How? Well, don't overspend on your gear either. Like, what you've got should be able to stream. Like, I noticed like a lot of guys go out and buy a capture card plug it into like a Macintosh, and away they go. And it works. I did the same when I first started. I was playing on like a crappy Intel Celeron 6B.
Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Max for letting me interview you, and I will think about your offer, and make sure you go follow him. I will leave all his social media links down below, and see you guys later.